This is ERi-TV. Dear viewers, welcome to English News Broadcast for this hour. I'm Barsaba Taghla, and these are the major headlines for today. President Isaias holds talks with the Sudanese president. Eritrea participates at African Ministerial Conference. Deadly super typhoon Yagi makes landfall in China. And flooding affects 710,000 people in South Sudan. On your domestic reports, President Isaias Afwerki on 6 September met and held talks in Beijing with General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, President of Sudan's Sovereign Council. The two leaders engaged in an extensive discussions on the current situation in Sudan, the bilateral ties between their countries, as well as regional and global matters of mutual interest. The meeting was attended by Mr. Osman Saleh, Eritrea's Minister of Foreign Affairs, and Mr. Tsagay Tesfatian, Eritrea's Ambassador to the People's Republic of China. Representing Sudan were Mr. Hussein Awad, Sudanese Foreign Minister, and Dr. Jibril Ibrahim, Sudan's Minister of Finance. In a statement to the Eritrean press, General Burhan expressed his gratitude for Eritrea's principled support of the Sudanese people. A senior Eritrean government delegation led by Mr. Tesfaye Gebreselassie, Minister of Land, Water and Environment, participated in the 10th session of the African Ministerial Conference on the Environment held in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire on 5 and 6 September. The conference was conducted under the theme Raising Africa's Ambition to Reduce Land Degradation, Desertification and Drought. The African Ministerial Conference discussed and adopted proposals submitted by experts regarding measures to control land degradation, desertification and drought. Addressing the session, Minister Tesfaye stated that in Eritrea over the past 33 years, rural communities, students, workers, unions and units of the National Defense Forces have been mobilized to restore degraded landscapes through soil and water conservation and afforestation activities following an agroecological approach. Minister Tesfaye also noted that while encouraging results have been achieved, much work remains to be done. Eritrea aims to make participation in environmental undertakings mandatory for every citizen. Minister Tesfaye further emphasized that since land degradation, drought and desertification are challenges that cannot be reversed through fragmented efforts, African countries have much to gain by adopting holistic approaches. He called for coordinated and integrated national policies and actions towards achieving the shared objectives of ecosystem restoration, drought resilience, and combating desertification. On your last local report, the 25th Eritrean Community Festival in Toronto and its environs, Canada, as well as the 50th anniversary of the Bologna Festival, was held from 31st August to 2 September under the theme Peace Anchored on Resilience. Approximately 15,000 nationals from Canada, the US, Europe and Friends of Eritrea participated in the event, which featured cultural performances, a village hosted by the National Union of Eritrean Women, a village by the Eritrean Canadian community, and public seminars. The opening ceremony was attended by Ms. Amarish, head of Eritrea's Consul General in Canada, the guest of honor Dr. Tesfaye Al-Adom, and Mr. Ahmed Hussein, Minister of International Development of Canada. Ms. Amarish noted that this year's festival was particularly special as it coincides with the 63rd anniversary of the beginning of the armed struggle for Eritrea's independence. She also commended all those who contributed to the successful execution of the festival. The viewers will be back shortly with your international reports and more, so please stay tuned. Welcome back. Asia's strongest storm this year, Super Typhoon Yagi, made landfall along the coast of China's Hainan province on Friday, bringing gales and heavy rain, which shut schools for a second day and cancelled flights in the South China Sea region. Chinese state broadcaster CCTV showed a video of stormy conditions in Wanchang City in Hainan province when the typhoon made landfall at 4:20 p.m. local time. Packing maximum sustained winds of 234 kilometers per hour near its center, Yagi registers as the world's second most powerful tropical cyclone in 2024 so far, after the Category 5 Atlantic Hurricane Beryl and the most severe in the Pacific Basin this year. On today's final report, the ongoing flooding has affected more than 710,000 people across 30 of the 78 countries in South Sudan and the EBA administrative area. The UN Relief Agency said this on Thursday. According to the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, floods caused by heavy rains that began in May have worsened an already critical humanitarian situation marked by severe food insecurity, economic decline, continued conflict, disease outbreaks, and the repercussion of the Sudan conflict. Since May, floods have caused extensive damage to homes, crops, and critical infrastructure, disrupting education and health services and increasing the risk of disease outbreaks. The agency said this in its flash update released in Juba, the capital of South Sudan. During the meeting attended by senior government officials and key humanitarian leaders, officials emphasized the need for a unified understanding of the crisis, clear priorities, and well-defined roles. You're still watching us on ERi-TV, dear viewers, and now recap of the major headlines. President Isaias holds talks with the Sudanese president. Eritrea participates at African Ministerial Conference. Deadly super typhoon Yagi makes landfall in China. And flooding affects 710,000 people in South Sudan. That was it for today, dear viewers. Thanks for watching.